Hello, I'm Sam Neace, and right now we're continuing a video series that I'm doing where I go around to different communities each week in the county I live in, Perry County, Kentucky, and talk about some of the positive aspects of each community. This week I'm excited because we are in the Cornettsville community, and Cornettsville and Leatherwood. The reason that I'm excited to be in these communities is because, well, one reason is when I was in college I was a history major. I love history, and this place is full of history. Right now I am standing on what was once a Civil War battle site, the Battle of Leatherwood, and they've got it set up here sort of to look like it did back then, because they do a reenactment of the Battle of Leatherwood here every year. It's something the community puts together. It's a great thing because you get to see the reenactment, you get a lot of historical information, they have souvenirs, all of that. Anybody should come check it out if they get a chance. They have a website for it. It's www.battleofleatherwood.com. And one thing that interests me about the Battle of Leatherwood is after the battle was over, Kentucky's Governor McGoffin, sent a letter to President Lincoln asking Lincoln to withdraw the Union troops from this area right here. And in the letter that Lincoln returned to the governor, the return letter, he calls Kentucky his native state. You hear what I'm saying, Illinois? Abraham Lincoln referred to Kentucky in that letter as his native state. I'm just saying. Behind me is the Cornettsville Volunteer Fire Department. Now, every community that I go into that has a volunteer fire department, I'm going to talk about it because the volunteer fire departments here in Perry County are a very important part of life here. And this one especially, because the Cornettsville and Leatherwood communities are a pretty good drive away from Hazard, which is the main town in Perry County where the hospital is located and the ambulance service. And then on top of that, you add the fact that Route 7 runs through here, which is considered one of the most dangerous roads in the state. So the stress that the volunteer firefighters in Cornettsville feel is great, but regardless of the stress, they do a great job keeping these communities safe. Now, at one time, Perry County had an ambulance station in the Leatherwood area where there were EMTs, paramedics, and an ambulance to service the area. For whatever reason, that's been taken away, but I think that's something that should return to the area. The people in the southern part of the county deserve the same kind of attention from their county-provided ambulance service that people in other parts of the county do. But for now, the Cornettsville Volunteer Fire Department is doing a great job keeping the people of these communities safe. Leatherwood and Cornettsville, it's a beautiful place as well. You have Leatherwood Creek running through, and it's snowed recently. You can see or you might be able to see the snow in the trees in the springtime, in the fall. This is a beautiful place to be. And I wanted to talk about nature because, you know, there's kind of been the tug of war going on for quite some time in southeast Kentucky over nature and the coal industry. And certainly that is something that the Leatherwood area is familiar with. Just down the road you have the old Blue Diamond Commissary in Leatherwood. It's abandoned now, and it actually has a reputation for being haunted. Some folks say you can experience some supernatural activity down at the old abandoned Leatherwood Commissary. I don't know about that, but I do know that this place is rich in history when it comes to coal as well. And one thing I would like to see, I think it would be a great idea to have a coal museum in this area where people could come and they could experience exhibits talking about the coal's past, or see some exhibits talking about coal in the present day. I think it's a great thing. The more attention we can draw to these communities and the more people we can bring into the area, the better it will be. Because of course it'll bring revenue into the area from tourism, but another thing it will do is if we draw more people from out of the area into the Leatherwood and Cornettsville communities, it will put pressure on the state to do something about Route 7. And you know, the more the state does, the less the county has to do financially. So I think that would be a good thing for these communities. As Perry County pushes to develop a tourism industry, these communities here in the southern part of the county, Cornettsville, Leatherwood, they're going to be so important when it comes to tourism here in Perry County, because when I think about these communities, it occurs to me that these communities are wonderful places because in order to draw people in, they don't have to change a thing. They don't have to put up theme parks or Broadway lights. People will want to come and experience these communities just the way they are. If you look at tourist attractions all throughout the country, you'll find that what tourists find most attractive are history and beautiful landscape. Cornettsville, Leatherwood is rich in both of those. Plus it doesn't hurt that it's full of great people. Leatherwood, Cornettsville, wonderful communities to live in. Every week I'm going to focus on a different community in Perry County, Kentucky. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. I'm Sam Neace. Talk to you next time.